Aspect to Charon to try out the sword drop, sword ring run. We got to get a good cast from Ares here and see how it feels. It looks like it might work. We'll explain it as we go. Yeah, heck about because we're going to need the magic. We're going to do 32 fear because Charon, I'll admit, like we usually have pretty easy runs with, but I don't know. We just did a run with, what the hell was it called? Cersei, and it felt bad. But maybe Charon will make it feel okay. Dude, stop healing! You bastard! I'm kind of starting to think the sword rings do need to be a curse or something like that. Come on. This time. No, not rush. Hell yeah. Sword ring. At heroic, 220 damage. Create a falling blade over each foe in the binding circle. I'm going to explain this for YouTube, but the sword drops generally don't actually trigger unless the enemy stays in the cast. It's not, like, guaranteed or anything if they step into the binding circle that they're going to get sword drops. Now, we're not going to see the damage trigger off in here. Ooh, nice F. Because so many things are just going to die to the aspect for a little while. But Charon seems special. Because it looks like the sword drops keep coming down anyway, even though you cancel the cast, so to speak, with the aspect, right? So it seems like you still get the benefit. So let's make sure, squad, we aim for the 2 duos anyway here, just to kind of, you know, get something happening. So I guess I gotta take Smithy Rush unless I want to roll this. I suppose that's, I mean, good luck with Origination if I take that. But what else can you do? Nice 10-second cooldown there. All right, here's the duo. Come on, baby. So I'm not so certain the cast has done anything yet. I guess I'm willing to roll it once. Just once, though. So we need Apollo. We'll take Lucid Gain from Apollo, Moist preferably. I'll fill in the attack because I don't plan to use it. Special, I guess, you aim for something that applies Origination. Or, sorry, a curse, I should say. Hit the cast! Yo! Not Hera. Apollo, Ares, maybe Hef. Those are none of those things. Okay. So, I don't think Winner's Circle helps at all, even if you were doing it. So for YouTube here, if I do put this on YouTube, let's roll these. Okay. We tried this with Cersei, and turns out you can't get double sword drops in Cersei. Oh, but the sword drops are still coming down for a chunky enough enemy. There you go, chat. Well, I got Furnace Blast at least. I might take that and be patient with the duo then. Because I don't know if it's really that big of a deal. The Apollo duo is one that gives you more damage. This one just makes it more better. Hold on. No! Wait! No! Might need that misfail. How the max gold runs go? We got to 14,000. I was trying to think. So for some reason, canceling your cast with Charon makes the sword drop stick, but otherwise they wouldn't normally. Which is confusing, perhaps. Now you could go crazy and go for cast damage from Arachne, but I might just take the palm for the cast here instead. You know? Then what happened? Nothing. Cast. Hell yeah. Level 3. I'm gonna fix it now. So, can you think of any other aspect where Sword Ring would do anything, would be usable? Because I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't think it really was with Cersei. Trying to think here. Sun and Cleaver. Maybe Momus? Yeah, maybe Momus, right? Give me a palm and give me a boon. Not that boon, though. Hell yeah, level 4. I have 2 gods in the pool. And we can use a pause keepsake for the next one. So I'm going to fill in this slot here. Stop. I really want to fill in this special. Just one little roll. Hell yeah. That way Origination is technically going. There's not that many cast specs in the game. Yeah, a little bit. There's like loose ones, right? You got Cersei, Momus, like... Yeah. It's certainly something right there. Gonna have to be conservative with our magic. Why did I do that? As I said that. Stop that. 3 against 1. What? How is it not you? One, 2, 3, 4, out. 5, 6. Worth it. Hekuba, save me! Alright, hun. That's the one in the back. Love you, Twitch chat. Found her. Oh no, I'm out of magic finally. Wait, why did it go off more than once? Murta, what's up? Thank you so much for the gift sub. Okay. It went better. It went better. So we're gonna go for a lucid gain now. Don't need any of that. So the dash, I have furnace. I have furnace glow. It's perfect. What do you mean? Anubis and Omega cast aspect. You get plus 30% damage, right? Am I crazy? Mining for resources is not worth it. Eventually there's a incantation that lets you auto pick up everything in the chamber. So it's unnecessary. So it's okay right now? It's not bad, at least. I know it's not... Well, hold on. Here's the thing. Am I just being persuaded because Charon's good now? Ooh. Ooh. We're gonna have to go that way. Helped us. What's up? Thanks so much for the sub. Welcome. Is it just because Charon's good, chat? You think it's just Charon? And even the damage meter is going to kind of lie to us because it's going to say casted a lot, but it's just the Omega cast. It's the sword ring. Nice try. Dunzo. So now I just need the duos. Okay. Please. Give me one here. Pretty. Please, please. Magic's no longer a concern. Please dash, hun. Man, Tony's out for blood here. So I kind of have origination, but yeah. Perhaps the truth is, like... Aha! I still have dialogue for this. That's how infrequently I take it. Your falling blades from Ares fall immediately and deal more damage, plus 25. 25 feels like such a, like, a pittance. Can we all agree? Like, they're like, yeah, like, why even have it on the boon at that point? When the damage is already, like, how much? I forget. Like, in the 300s. It's such a small amount. Chaos could give you cast damage, and that would be funny. I have kind of too many boons to palm now. I should probably check these, see if we can get the other duo, you know what I mean? Yeah, and then they nerfed it. It's true. It was like plus 40 at one point. Which one of you kept taking it and ruined it? Who upped the pick rate too much? I'm kind of tempted just to take the pomp here instead, but okay, I'll fish. PB is a 7:48 and Underworld Any Heat. It's not a speedrun time. It's a speedrun time, hon. You should be very proud of yourself. Congratulations. I don't need the magic. I don't need the attack damage, but I kind of don't want to spend any rolls. So I'm going to take the thing that won't hurt me in theory. In theory. Was making the dash too good? I mean, it may be. But now the dash is just unadulterated ass, so. I mean, it seemed alright right there. Another Chaos Gate, you say? Ooh, and Apollo. Ooh. Aha! Your falling blades from Ares drop plus 1 time in succession deal damage in a larger area. Alright. There it is. What do you think? Are we gonna pog off here? Boing. So now they're gonna hit twice, which is a big deal for the damage. But you kind of also need that instant drop still. To some degree, I think. Ow. So, Charon triggering the cast faster doesn't help the sword rings directly, although I'm dropping the cast a little more frequently than if we didn't have it, so that might be something to do with it, right? Okay. Damn it, Skilla! Relax, sweetheart. What did I just say? Damn. Okay. Oh, I forgot. Skilla. All right. It seems okay now. Like, you were seeing 2 triggers of 500 each per cast, right? So for this aspect, you'd normally want Geyser Spout, but it did require us getting 2 duos. Doesn't the 50% of that one just lie to you? Blade area of effect plus 50%. We were talking about this, and it might not work with the cast, really, or the effect is very, very small. It obviously does something unlike the Cersei build. Yeah, at least there's that. This, sadly, might be the one use case for Sword Ring. Sadly. Sadly, chat. I'm gonna weirdly tank that.
To firmer ground.
It's too bad. So, I mean, we were talking about this. Bring back the Beyblades. Maybe that would just be more fun at this rate. Don't really need Apollo anymore. Ares of Fusion could help with this. It would help, yeah. Cast damage. Now I can spend my rolls looking for cast damage. 98% better.
Let's do it.
Cast damage. Bro. Forget it. Forget it, I say. Half doesn't really do anything anymore. Right? Could give me more. I only have 2 rock? I don't think it's gonna happen then. I only got 2 rock, baby. Alright. Swords are doomed without a curse. Salutes to my first and last sword ring build, chat. Ares the worst god? I don't really, you know, like, I know I have, like, a god tier list. I try to convince people not to think that hard about the rankings, though. I don't really like to think of it as best and worst, because it's kind of not fair, because every god has, like, a function in the game, and, like, there's really no god that is always bad. You know what I mean? I don't think we're gonna need that. Wait, did I just get scammed out of Echo, I just realized? Or am I crazy? I wasn't paying attention. Show me mental block.
Fates won't mind.
Oh, because I took chaos. Okay, okay. Scared the crap out of me. Okay, I just remembered. Okay, we really want to see Echo then. Wait, what the hell do I want from Echo? There was something though. Oh, pom pom pom. That's right. Okay. Pum 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 pum. I mean, it'll only go to 8, but still. Pum 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 pum. Boo! Boo! This game. What's up, Spaghetti? This is bullshit. Never pom pom pom. So the sword drop could be a curse. That would definitely help. Right. I don't want lightning lance, really. I guess it wouldn't be bad, but not yet. I kind of like the idea that it's not a curse applier, but maybe the sword drops just need to be more lenient. It is also just kind of confusing how it works, right? It's not necessarily straightforward, I would say. Palm it. No! Give me the base. Does Hef even do anything anymore? Not so much. Master Conductor. Try to get some big palms or something. I think you just might as well take Uncanny Fortitude there. Sword drops need to stick to enemies. At that point, it feels like it should be a curse, right? Someone was trying to make the argument that curses should be more rare, so that way origination isn't that good. And I'm like, I don't know. I think their main thing is like origination is too good of an Arcana card. But I'm like, I don't know. Origination will still be very good. That's the thing. I think making curses more rare would not make origination worse. It would just make the gods that don't have curses worse instead, right? That's the way I'm looking at it. I mean, it is true, like, you shouldn't take it off, but I don't think this is a situation where, you know, like, strength and death defiances have their alternatives, right? Between each other. Should origination just have an alternative? Where you turn off origination and you do something instead? Like Hades 1 had it with Family Favorites. Family Favorites was fucking boring. Can we agree?
You're looking better already.
It was boring. You got plus damage for 5% for every different god you had. So it wasn't interesting. Only one curse damage bonus. I guess that could be a possibility.
Made it back here.
Hammer, droplet. Droplet, I like. Cast damage. It's not going to stick, but yeah.
One last trip.
Some weird way, is Excellence supposed to be the alternative to Origination? Excellence is 5, though, right? Make Strength better. Best part of Origination is the sound effect.
Proceed with caution. Whatever is the most efficient course.
So the Arcana cards are meant to be a way to customize your loadout in your build. And I guess the argument is if Origination is strictly always a card worth taking, are we really customizing things away, or should it just be baked into the game at that point and thus give us a different card to consider instead? I mean, you have to retweak the entire game, but maybe there's something to be said about that, right? Maybe there's an element behind it that I kind of understand. Why not have that be baseline, and that way we can make space for more stuff? Hell yeah, level 7. Maybe. I mean, of course, that then they have to figure out something to add to the game, and they have to bounce around that. Blah 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 blah. Convenient. Turning off rerolls never made sense until Fate Swim. Yeah, it's true, right? It is true. That is very, very true. Like, there was never a good reason to turn off rerolls until those keepsakes existed. And now they're more than fair. So maybe that's the solution in some weird way. We could steal their idea there with Fate Swim, right? Maybe. By making sword drops not a curse, they benefit from all the casts and effects of it. That's true, actually, and where it wouldn't normally be true, I suppose. While no enemies are cursed, get an effect.
In the name of Hades.
Yeah, so this wouldn't benefit from plus cast damage if the sword drops were a curse in theory. No, they could still make it. They could still just make it so that particular sword drop, well, is cast damage. Because it wouldn't be a uniform curse, right? Because the dash would have to be a different amount, too. That might require, now that you mention it, that might require more reworking than I initially thought.
My silver's come
Might be asking for too much. Ba-dum, ba-dum. Isn't that Blitz, basically? Yeah, basically, right? Why do we tend to skip the Hades room in speed runs? It's kind of a long thing to explain, but if it's not the closer door, it's not really worth taking for the upside, even though the timer's paused. Oh! There we go.
adequate.
Plus 45%, baby. I wasn't even trying. It will make subsequent rooms, quote-unquote, more difficult because it'll increment your chamber count. And the higher your chamber count, the more difficult the enemies will be. So that might cost you time, but the key word there is might.
Weak.
The bottom line just seems to be it's not much of a benefit to run to the Hades room, I feel. Man, I gotta say the Charon, rank 6 Charon is kind of a little weak. It's only, I mean, it's a 50% increase, but I don't know. Well, maybe the size is the biggest thing? Maybe. The size might be the bigger thing than the actual damage. If only I got Supernova. I don't think I got Supernova, right? Hey! Supernova, Supernova! Supernova, Supernova! There's Promised Lair, but Supernova would be funnier. Can we all agree? Hell yeah. Give me that. I think there will only be one... Oh, there was 2 exits here. I'm kind of surprised. Yeah, we didn't get Geyser Spout or anything, but I guess something had to make way for all the Ares boons, right? Oh my god, it's huge now! You can kind of only vaguely see it because of the red, but it's massive. I don't think it's a Geyser Spout Supernova bug. I think it's just they made Supernova way better
For me.
with Charon for whatever the reason they felt necessary.
Not belong to
Because it's hitting, like, everything in the room.
enough of that.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. It's just a Charon Supernova thing. I mean, it looks really big. No doubt about. But yeah, I was wondering why we're linking it to Geyser Spout exactly.
The house is just ahead.
There's a change to Charon.
The House of Hades.
Is Lightning Lance okay? Arc Flash is almost interesting with this in a way. I guess Lightning Lance works. I was kind of iffy about it.
Might protect you, my lord.
Sure, buy it all, hun. Lovely.
Time to go.
Lovely build at the end of the day. But was it Sword Ring or was it Charon, chat? What do you think?
I'm home.
Pretend again.
It was a change to Charon, but as far as you can tell, it was on the engine side.
Time.
Guys about being the only secondary cast that grows a supernova is weird. Yeah, that's why it doesn't seem Scrooge necessarily like that. Where'd he go? I have deep descent, right? Go, my sword drops. So I'm getting like an extra nearly 1200 D per cast here from it versus what would you normally have, like Tidal Ring, maybe? I have to wait an extra like millisecond to throw my cast. Or sorry, to charge my Omega special, otherwise it gets eaten up. Damn it. Now that I have Lightning Lance.
This ends now.
If Supernova didn't... Oh, God. Wait. Get him! Yeah, so Supernova would be pretty bad with Charon if it didn't expand it at the end. And maybe that's just what they wanted. They wanted it to feel good with Charon instead of just a waste. Got a little lucky there. Ow. Grandfather? Ain't no way that touched me. Stop that. This has actually killed me a couple times recently. Aren't a lot of good duos with Tidal Ring? No, but it kind of doesn't matter because it's just, it applies a curse. It deals a lot of base damage. It's instant as soon as you drop the cast. It's just very good as a general cast anyway. Oh, we hit the damage cap. We hit the damage cap. Go ahead and try, bitch. Oh, whoopsie. Come on, baby. Finally. Before they added the frothing to it, it was considered relatively weak. Or at least not ideal for most builds. Ah, you got me. Decap. Don't slow it. Very nice. Oh, I missed it. Come on, kill him. Come on, man. Can you just go where I expect it to for a minute? Yeah, stay right there, would ya? There we go. Come on. There you go. It was okay, at least, right? It's obviously not going to be the best with Charon. I think we knew that going on. But I think we can call it okay. With the duos. Without the duos, I don't know. Is it worth it, chat?
For Olympus.
Look at the amount of cast damage dealt this run. It's kind of wild. It's kind of wild. Several palms, many a palm too. Many a palm as well. I mean, I think this is the only viable build where Sword Ring pops, at least, right? I'm sure there's runs where it's like you can scrape by with it. But here's the thing. You don't want to fill... If you're not doing a cast-based run, you don't want Sword Ring. Because you're probably just using the cast for utility. A curse, a freeze effect, damage from Scorch, something like that. If you are doing a cast-based run, there's strictly better casts that just outperform it, you know? And there's more than one of them, you know? And while that's... It's just not even on par with those ones, I think, now. Namely thinking of Storm Ring. And then there's like Anvil Ring, which is a bit questionable, I'll admit, too. But yeah.